So yeah, Captain Matthew Hoff here at Task Force Convention Center, and here initially to set up the warehouse operations for Convention Center to support an alternate care facility, and working towards different avenues for staff supplies as well as medical supplies, and a way to support and receive patients that are suspect of COVID-19.
And what kind of things specifically will our folks be doing to support that?
As if you can see in the background, it's kind of getting and organizing supplies, and then furnishing the supplies in the rooms, and then allowing the medical staff to have the bare minimums to support the patients. And we're still ongoing to figure out the additional personnel needed to do sustained operations. So some of the lessons learned is initially coming in as the kind of the warehouse logistics, and we've had to flex on site a few times to support the whole operation, and then as we lean forward to help set up the next team for success. I mean, really, the team here has been a fantastic attitude and an amazing shift of focus, and taking off 200 pieces of equipment first thing this morning and just making it happen is just huge. So I'm looking forward to the additional support coming down the line, and just like any military operations, we adapt and overcome.
My name is Staff Sergeant Ibarra. My original unit is 947th Engineer Company. I'm here today as part of the Task Force Convention Center. And today we're working on kind of prepping this lower level of the Convention Center for warehouse use. So we're setting it up for incoming supplies for upstairs and potentially to outlying areas. We're also setting up and trying to organize it to kind of do it as most efficiently as possible. Today we've gotten one truck in. We're probably going to get another one here shortly, and just kind of developing like the structure that this whole system is going to run off of here going forward. So on the floor we have this high mill plastic. It's to keep because we're going to be running pallet jacks and pallets across it, and to help protect the convention center from all the use that we're going to be putting it through. We're trying to basically make the least amount of impact on what while we're here, using this facility to help out the others. So this plastic that we have on the ground is going to protect it from the pallets that we set down and the heavy pallet jacks that we run through here. A lot of it's medical, mainly medical supplies. This section right here is going to be like the big bulk stuff. Like back here we have some of the hospital beds. These boxes right here, I believe, are crash carts that are coming in, and basically just the stuff that we can't store in our smaller, more secure area. We got about 74 packs here, anywhere from, I believe we have 5 different units. We have the 947th, MPs, Army Band. We have, we're working with Air Force civilians, and I believe there's a couple of Army National Guard units that are along with. I lost track of all the numbers on that one. But yeah, like I said, we've been here for 2 days. We're kind of just picking up as we're going. So far, guys have been really good about, as soon as they get a job on it, so they're hungry to start getting things rolling, which is really good.
We got clearance to open those. We're going to do inventory hopefully this week, and we're figuring out a plan of what we want to do with those as far as with the 4 different sites that Gene talked about. So that's a moving target as of right now. So
here's a couple setup rooms. You have a cot, table, and trash can. Okay. IV pole.
She's like, what would it do?
fantastic example of partnering and teamwork and communication. Questions?
So start to finish, from the moment you started until D&C will be turned over in 10 days?
Correct.
Is that right?
Amazing.
Correct.
How many beds are in C&D?
So this is 700, 350 each.
Wow.
Okay, the entire floor will hold 2,000. We have a ratio of 1 nurse per 10 people. So we have to have facilities for 500 nurses at any one time.
Right.
The teamwork is unbelievable, okay? And no one has got a parochial bone one way or the other. It's how do we get this thing up and running? And we, the Corps of Engineers, are working for the mayor of Denver, and we're working for the governor of Colorado here. But it's side by side with FEMA, with HHS, and with unbelievable people here in the city. I mean, it's everybody pulling together. And then we've got an unbelievable contractor base, okay? We've got ECC's doing a good job here, and the other one we're building, we've got another big contractor. And whether it's the mayor working up through the political channel, or it's us working it up through, our leadership, we're all committed to getting this facility done. We've got the smartest guys in the Corps of Engineers out here.
What I've seen here today makes me awfully proud to not only be a Denverite, but also an American, and to see the great art, craftsmanship and industrial leadership and expertise really happen very quickly, but professionally and expertly for all of us. And God forbid that we even have to use this one time. I hope all this work was for naught, quite honestly, and that we're able to successfully blunt this virus and its impact on our community. But we know that we had to prepare for it, and I appreciate you all leaning in and taking it seriously. All the contractors, the Army Corps of Engineers stepping in, and for you, Lieutenant General, for your leadership and for your service to our country. We are grateful to all of you, and thank you for what you've done. Thank you for the people, on behalf of the people of Denver, and thank you on behalf of the United States of America.
Sir, we'd be remiss if we didn't thank the Guard.
Oh, yes.
These guys are phenomenal. They've been flying us around all day. And you'd be amazed that on every one of these, the Guard a lot of times is the guys that are putting the beds in. They're doing a lot of the other manual labor. I'm not going to try to sign Mike up for anything, but every single time. Well, that's okay. They already have. Every time they see a gap, they are in that gap before they're even asked. So, we are great partners with the Guard in disaster response. And Mike, thanks for your leadership and everything you're doing.
You bet, sir. Thank you. Larry, thank you very much.
You bet.
Yes, sir. The thing that makes all of us feel good, I think, is that, we could build the barracks at Fort Carson, and if we're a couple months late, the soldiers will be okay and they'll get the new barracks. But this is a noble calling, and that you're actually in here building medical facilities that maybe we have the potential to save lives.
Yeah.
And whether it happens or not, the main thing is that, you've allowed us the opportunity to be part of your team, just to be able to be standing by and making sure that nobody's going to be put at risk.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay, well look, I got too many guys standing around. I need them to get back to work, all right?
Thank y'all very much. Thank you, General.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you all very much.
How long does it take to make one of those right there?
A couple minutes.
Okay. How many do you make a day, you think? Wow.
This is not something that is hardly ever, if ever, done. This may be the first time it has been done, where the architect is actually checking the build before we put drywall up. What that's done is increased our speed because we don't have any mistakes. They need to be reloaded. We have a main pharmacy that is managed by a pharmaceutical company downstairs in 602. They're doing all the supply upward to the individual rooms, lobbies, pharmacies. This is a finished patient room with a nurse call light, a hand sanitizer, a curtain for privacy.
So the other one's a mock-up with like a plastic. See, in here, you got regular drywall now.
Correct.
You got cover on the light.
You've got your oxygen, you've got your nurse call, you've got your power supply. This is solid, this is done.
Wow.
So part of the National Guard, who is standing up this facility, we are working out the logistics with them because they will be providing to the nurses on site.
Sure.
The way we get dirty linens in and out, the way we get clean food in and dirty trays, used food out.
We got it, so no slides, right? Let's just hammer this out. We have the staff sections, right? We're going to talk about what's going on and what's happening, what happened, what's happening, and what's going to happen. Okay? So those are the big key things. So the key of this thing is to be brief, be brilliant, and be gone. All right? This is not your 10 minutes of fame with the battalion commander. If you'd like that, I can schedule it. So, Mr. Massey, we'll start with the staff sections that go around. So we'll start with the one. So, so where do you start?
Sergeant Rivera. And right now we're expecting to get new helmets and possibly radios, but time is still to be determined.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. They may be nice, but oh, of course.
Pretty close though.
You have 284 pounds. You know what's going behind you.
I've seen that down there.
Is that too tight for the handle?
A little bit.
Thank you.